I am Alfred McDonald, aka SpoonFed BBQ. You're listening to the Black Smoke BBQ podcast.
Welcome to Black Smoke BBQ. We are a collaborative group that focuses on different aspects of barbecue from pitmasters from all across North America. Barbecue is a culture, and we discuss topics, ideas, and the methods of it on the Black Smoke BBQ podcast. Our mission is to spotlight those lesser-known content creators in backyard barbecue, catering, food truck operations, as well as the African-American experience in modern-day barbecue. Sit back, relax, listen, and enjoy the show.
Everybody, we are live and welcome back to the Black Smoke BBQ podcast. I'm your host, Brandon from BKC Cooks. We got a very special guest with us today, but first we're going to go around, see who's on the panel. We got a bunch of the fellas from the crew in the house. We're going to start with the dog father, my neighbor and antagonizer supreme, Aton. What's going on, bro?
Hey, brother, I am here, man. I am here. How you doing?
I'd be doing better if you would get off my case.
Hey, man, I got to mess with you a little bit, You went ahead and just spoiled the surprise for me and everybody here that's watching the barbecue show on Netflix. So 2 episodes in, and I found out who won thanks to a Dominican brother over here named BKC.
I will admit my mistake. Yes, I messed up.
It's all good.
What's good, man? What's going on with you?
Man, hey, we over here having a good time, doing what we got to do, getting a few cooks in back here on Barbecue Boulevard, and I'm still a little perturbed. I didn't get to go hang out with BKC and Kevin Bloodsoe for the watch party.
Yeah.
But, we had tickets to go check out Gary Owen, and, he was funny. We had a good time. But, yeah, man, I miss hanging out with you and the gang over there checking out some barbecue, But it's all good. It's all good.
It was a good time, man. Forgive me, I'm having a malfunction with my chair. Look, it was a good time, man. But we definitely missed you. We could have used you there, but hey, there's gonna be more, man. There's gonna be more. But it was a good time.
Oh yeah. We gonna get in the house, but I see the malfunction you got going on over there. You all right?
I almost fell.
Yeah.
It
looked like you lost some height there for me.
Bro, look. So my wife and I switched offices, and I haven't switched out the chairs yet. And I hit a button that I shouldn't have hit. And I almost ate this ground, but I'm okay, man.
It's all good. Because you know what you're looking like right now. You taking it back old school right now. See, you want to tell everybody you sitting in the chair, but I know you're sitting on a milk crate. It's all good, brother.
Man, look, if they make milk crates to hold me up, bring them on.
Hey, glad to be here with you tonight, though, man. Can't wait to get into this pod.
No doubt. Glad to have you, bro. And we'll have our editor and producer-in-chief, Charlie from Maverick Barbecue. Charlie, what's going on, bro?
What's up, brother Brandon? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'd be doing better if I had some of that brisket you had rolling, man.
Man, let me tell you. So my dad's birthday is coming up, so I was like, you know what? He never really gets a chance to have some of my barbecue, so I'm going to do him right. They have a menu for the party that is totally not barbecue, but I'm like, he like barbecue, so why not? I'm going to do it. So I threw it on the pit, and we just had some fun yesterday. It was overcast. It was humid. It felt good. If I was going to sweat, might as well do it for a good reason. So I went in, man. Actually, I did a long hold on it over the night in the oven. Man, that thing turned out real nice because I sliced it up and vacuum sealed it.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. It was beautiful.
I bet, man. I bet. How long total rest did you do?
Shoot, I think I put it in there at around 12. I had it at 180, and I think I took it out a little after 6:30 this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I bet.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Jesus.
I know it was good, bro. What else you got going on, man?
Oh, man, I'm just chilling. I'm ready for this pod, man. We talking to a really great cook tonight, really great pit master. We saw him at Country Style. Yeah. I ain't gonna bury the lead, but I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Let's go.
I'm ready to go too, man. We're gonna get into it. And then next up, we got Jeff Greer from Grill and Smoke Barbecue. Greer, what's going on, man?
Not much. What's going on, my BKC?
Man, look, I seen you down there burning, man. You had all them seasonings and sprinklings and all that stuff going on, man. Tell us what you was getting into, bro.
Bro, I'll just show us some love to Heath Brow since he sent me that free stuff. So I had to dedicate at least one video to like completely everything Heath Rouse that he sent. So, it was just some good ribs I put on there. It was for the 4th of July, so it kind of just came in the timing. But yeah, so I'm trying to promote myself so I can get some more free products. If y'all hear me out there, holla at your boy, because I will give you your time,
Well, it looked like you use everything that he make, man, because you had it running over there, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the man make some great rubs and sauces. Like, that was the first time I had any of his sauces or glazes, and I'm like, man, I should have been buying this earlier, but I've always used his rubs because they fire, bro.
Okay, well, good stuff, man. I'll have to try some of that stuff out, bro. What else you got coming up?
Now I think I want to make a brisket after hearing his Charlie ass over here. So that's probably gonna be my next cook is a brisket.
Do it.
Yeah. I think I'm in agreement with you, bro. When I seen that brisket he did, I was like, son of a bitch. So now I got to be out here for 16 hours messing around with this brisket.
I already know.
Well, TBD. And then last up, and certainly not least, we got our resident poet, T from T-Dub BBQ. T, what's good, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just enjoying this overcast weather. I mean, hadn't really seen the sun like that in a couple of days. I'm very thankful for that.
Hey, look, man. We've had enough sun for all of us down here, bro. It's overrated at this point. Let me tell you, for real. And you can have some of this heat we got too.
No. We trying to hold off as much as we can, man. The forecast said that we supposed to get some showers this week. Didn't really get any, but I'm thankful for the overcast. My grass, on the other hand, is begging for that rain, but hey.
Yeah. Well, what you been cooking, man?
The last thing I did some wings. My wife wanted some wings, so I threw some wings on there. That was pretty much it. Nothing too fancy. Just put I used some sweet Charlene's and some Uncle Steve's.
Okay.
Did that combination. Turned out pretty nice. Don't have any video of it though, but turned out pretty nice. Yeah.
We believe you, man. Well, y'all, this is the Black Smoke Barbecue podcast, where barbecue is not just the code we live by, it's the culture we embody. And y'all, do us a favor, take a second, make sure you subscribe to the Black Smoke Barbecue podcast here on YouTube and anywhere else where you get your podcasts. When you do that and you like and subscribe and comment, all that stuff really helps us out. But y'all, again, like we said, we do have a very special guest, and I got to tell you about this brother. He's a bad dude, man. He's from Lynchburg, South Carolina, and he's a 3rd-generation pitmaster. He's been cooking since he was a little boy, helping out his dad and his uncles. He owns and operates SpoonFed Barbecue, where they specialize in whole hog. Brothers competed in a bunch of different barbecue competitions all across the country, and he is frequently found at the cook-offs all across the Southeast. Let me tell you something, y'all. We had this brother's barbecue. When we first walked over there, he told us he had the best barbecue out there. And he might have been right, because it was damn good, but we're going to get into that. So yeah, y'all, look, very accomplished pitmaster, and I got to give this brother a new title, and that's going to be Shit Talker Supreme. Y'all, let me introduce y'all to Alfred McDonald, better known as SpoonFed. Spoon, what's good, brother?
Oh man, I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to be here. That's all. Just proud to be here.
Man, look, we're glad to have you here, brother. And I give you that title because I do consider myself to be a world-class shit talker. And when I find somebody who is at my level, I must acknowledge and recognize them, brother. And brother, when I tell you, you are right there with me, you right there with me, man.
Yeah, we talk a lot of trash now. We be having fun though. That's all. It keep you awake at night when you're cooking that hog.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely, brother. So, man, tell us how you got started in all this barbecue stuff, man.
Oh man, being a young fella,
I ain't had much choice. Had to do what my daddy told me to do. I had to help him, and had this uncle named his full name was Walter Nelson, but everybody in Lynchburg called him Duke Kills, and Duke cook every Friday, every Thursday, every Saturday. We'd always go with him, help him catch a hog, and then we put him on the truck. Once he killed him, we put him in the water. They did it old school. They had a drum. They boiled the water with tires, and we dipped the water out the drum and put in another drum and turn the hog around and push him in, then pull him out, turn around head first and push him in, take the knives and get the hair off him, and then we gut him. Oh man, it was. I say back in the 80s, it was tough. It was tough. It was tough. But now we get it from the market. We don't do that.
We don't do all that anymore.
No, we go to the market now. We go to the market. So, but that's how we got started in it with the family, uncles, cousins. Anytime somebody was cooking, we was around the grill. We was trying to. Back then, we wasn't trying to learn. We was just having fun. Now we're trying to learn. We try to go around anybody that's cooking now to learn something, Yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. So, when you did all that as a youngster and saw the true, I guess, blood and guts of it, do you think that gave you an appreciation for all of the hard work that's involved in this thing?
Yeah, because, sometimes you look at it now, and, looking at it on TV, you don't see the hard work that was, Back then you went to somebody's pen, you point the hog out, your uncle took the gun out the truck, and everybody stood back. One shot, the hog fell. Next thing you know, a knife stuck in him. Then you throw him out the pen. You got to get him, clean him. Now, you go to the market, you tell them what size hog you want. They tell you how much they sell it for a pound. You back your truck up, open your cooler, they drop it in. So it ain't the work in it like it used to be, It ain't the work.
Oh, yeah, man. Do you think that it's too easy now?
I do, because back then, they was cut a truckload of wood up. They guys put that wood on the barrel. They burnt that wood. You had 5, 6 guys standing around all night cooking it. They didn't do like they do now. Nobody back then did no injections. It was salt, pepper, sauce. Everybody made homemade sauce. Nobody bought no sauce out no store. I mean, it took 12, 14 hours, and it was done.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. McDonald, this is Alton, aka the Dogfather's Barbecue here, and I want to say, hey, great to finally get to meet you. I've seen the videos. I wasn't able to make it out there to the event, but man, I'm sitting there watching what you were doing, and my wife and I were sitting there watching, and I saw the name SpoonFed, and I said, yeah, I said, boy, I know you could probably just cut that barbecue with a spoon. Is probably what it is. You went around there, man, pulled them up on there. Pulled that pig and went to got to work with that spoon. And I said, look at here. Because, we don't do that down here. Here in Texas, we're about the beef, doing the brisket. And, there's a lot of people here to cook pig. Don't get me wrong. But I've never really done it like that. And so y'all were talking about the hard work aspect of it. And that's a whole nother aspect I didn't even think about, where you're talking about where you actually go harvest the pig before you actually get to actually cook it.
Yeah.
And so when you start talking about cooking it, for somebody like me that I am not familiar with cooking a whole hog like that, like what are the basics to even get started to do something like that?
Well, like back in the day, my uncles and like I said, Mr. Doku killed my dad and them. Most buildings back there was built out of 8-inch cement blocks, and they had sand in the bottom, and you had this big fire barrel. And they had a load of wood, and they was throwing this wood in the barrel. And back then, the only thing I could do was shovel coals. I could throw wood in the barrel, and they'd tell me where to put the coals at under the hog. And you cook the hog on the coals like that. And, it was when you're young, you just out there having fun. You hoping for a sausage dog to come off the bill eventually during the night. And the older fellas, they go to sleep, so you had somebody to stay awake, somebody to keep that wood in that barrel. And every now and then they'd pull the tin back from the hole and look up under there, see how it dripped. Back then they had a can of lard. They stick a can of lard and they'd take paper towel and they'd wipe the back of that hog off and they'd dip that paper towel down in that lard and put on that hog back so the skin would crisp. And it's way different from what we doing now, I mean, they just took an 8-inch block and build a grill and they go to cook it, So, it's different. It's different.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Spoon, this is Geoffrey with Grill and Smoke Barbecue. And I am going to make it to whatever next event is going to be happening. And I'm sure a bunch of my brothers here are going to come with me so I can try this fantastic food they talking about. I feel like I f***ed up and missed it. So I'm about to make up for it.
You did, brother. You did.
But I heard there was a lot of great stuff going on out there. But, we all in barbecue because we love to do it. It's just something about it. And, everybody has their different items that they like to smoke more than others. But also there's events. So in your personal preference, do you enjoy more catering or doing like pop-up events?
Well, when I first started with it, I was doing these competitions. Let me just shoot myself in the foot. I was doing these competitions, and when you do these sanctioned competitions, they want them boxes to look a certain way. I don't be no pretty box. I don't believe in a pretty box. I believe in the product. I cook my barbecue. My barbecue is done, and I put my barbecue in a box. But they come with rules. You got to either put garnish in the box. You don't put garnish in the box. But all these cake slices and stuff like that in the box, I put barbecue in the box. So, I'm trying now a little more the vending side. The vending side is more profitable because wherever I go, I might have a line. My product is gonna get eat up. I moved my grill from what I had it on to a flat trailer. There's something about when you open that grill and people can see that meat sitting on that grill. Compared to a food truck, they can't see the meat. So when you open that grill, I did that at Doku Rib Fest. I cooked 75 slabs of ribs out there for them. But when you open that grill and they can see that meat up there, it's something about that. They can see the meat, so they can come up almost to it and see it. So, like I said, I did competitions. I'm gonna always do Fat Man Cave, Whole Hog. I'm gonna do art, Fennell, country style, as long as he allowed me to be in it. I'm gonna be in it in some form. I'm gonna either judge, I'm gonna be cooking, I'm gonna be out there just laying out in the heat. I like competition, but the vending side is on the profit side. But it's nothing like going to a competition, Friday night, Friday afternoon, and all night y'all there talking trash. You get to meet new friends, and I pay up. I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna let them know when he was a draw. I got the best barbecue out here, so y'all might as well accept that. Let them know that. Start. That's my answer. That's for them to know who I am. Daddy man when it come to keep. Might not win because my boss ain't gonna outcook me. Your meat ain't gonna outtaste me. So that's how I figure it, Yeah.
Let me tell you. So we met you at Country Style, Art Fennell's event.
Yeah.
And let me tell you guys a story. You great people that listen to the show. Let me tell you a story, which is a testament to how good his food is. So it was hot. It was really, really hot. And I was sitting in the tent that we were all sitting at. And I already had some stuff to eat, but I saw Brandon and Terrence. I think Terrence first, T. We call him T. He came over to the tent and he was talking about some wings. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, that's fine. He kept talking about these wings, and Brandon came back and kept talking about these wings. I'm like, I want to know about these wings. And I kept hearing the name SpoonFed. I'm like, well, all right, it's hot, but take me to him. So I got up. Terrence led me like he was Moses and got over to not even kidding. Led me like he was Moses going through the pathways.
He parted the crowd too. He parted the crowd like Red Sea.
I had to.
And he led me over to your area. And man, I tried it and I'm like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. And about about 30 seconds later, I'm like, wow, that's a nice kick at the back end. I like that. So tell me, like, how long did it take you to perfect your level of barbecue knowledge to get you the quality of food that you have as it is now?
I would say, oh man, it took to now. I mean, to this year, I really can say I finally think I got it quite right. Met Pitmaster Cheese, and he puts out a great product, and I'm using his product a lot. And I take my time a little more. I used to didn't take my time. I just cook it. It is what it was. It was what it was. You either like it or don't. But now, you got so many people coming at you. You got so many people claiming they the best. So, I started noticing people, what I do now on Saturdays, if I'm not cooking, I do ride around. I go to the local barbecue places and taste their food. And, I go around to people that say they cook, go around to a lot of local people, barbecue grill and taste something. And sometimes I, get nosy. I get to go around in their pit area and see things. I went to Charleston a couple of months back, and I went to Rodney Scott restaurant, pulled up with my spoon-fed tray, my spoon-fed shirt on. So the guys invited me in the back where I could go back there and see how they was cooking and stuff. I've been this place, his daddy place in Hemingway. So, Pitmaster, hanging with him a lot. Even John Henney, the amazing grill builder, talked to him just about every morning. We share knowledge and stuff, and he tells me a lot. So, I'm not overconfident that I think that I can't be beat or that someone can't outcook me. It's who you got judging the meat, and it's what they feel like that, because man can judge me and you every day, and one day I'm gonna win, one day you gonna win. It's his taste buds. So, I like listening to people. If you tell me, tone down on the black pepper, put your more red pepper, I'm gonna try that. But I'm gonna make my own sauce. You might not like it. And my family keep telling me you need to write down how much. Nah, my mama never did that. We always go on taste. Shake a little more in there, taste it. Nah, we need to add some more. So, some days it's great, some days it's okay, So, I like learning. I like, trying things,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta let the ancestors lead you.
Yeah. And I got a cooking family, like on my mama's side. All my uncles cook. My aunt Wilhelmina, she got Benjamin barbecue. She cooked twice a month. So my cousins, everybody cook on my mama's side. I mean, the whole family. We could sling it from one side to the other. On my daddy's side, my daddy cooked. My granddaddy, his father, used to be a big cook in his day. But on my mama's side, the whole family cook. My mama's still cooking and my mama's 70, 76 years old. She's still out there trying to cook something. So, and my son, Colin, he's trying to cook. So, we love cooking, it's a challenge. Some people win every event. It really don't make no difference to me whether I win. It just make difference to me at the end of the day that I look up and I see that iron coming and them people eating. And it's an old gentleman ate in Florence. And I cooked that South Carolina BBQ Association. Youth members cook. And I asked him how it tastes. He said, keep cooking. And then he came back around and got we came back around and got some more. I said, how it tastes, man? He said, man, that barbecue so good it make a wheel dog break a chains. So
I'm stealing that one.
I like that.
Yeah, so I just enjoy it. I look forward to going, meeting the same brothers. First of all, you go, you meet people that you meet, and you laugh and joke, and then you get the grills out, and they get a little serious. Then everybody seeing what time you gonna put your hog on, what time you gonna put yours on. Well, mine gonna be done at the end of the day, So we just like to joke, have fun, and, you meet great people in this barbecue world. Great people.
Yeah, that is true. Very true.
So SpoonFed, I got a question for you here. Now, before we started the podcast, we all sitting around chopping it up, having a good time. And as BKC Cooks has said, he's the resident trash talker, and you on that same level with him from what he says. And I know that country style and all the cooks out there, everybody likes to have fun. Everybody's family, but everybody likes to have fun and trash talk. And so I want to know, man, if you had to give us our top 5, who's your top 5 that you encounter when you start doing your trash talking and y'all had that good time? Who's your top 5 of trash talking we should be looking out for?
Oh, Doughboy, my number one hero, Doughboy. He kind of stepped back a little bit lately. The heat got to him. Me and him drive truck, both of us drive truck. Doughboy, Dickie Boy, one called Dickie Boy, Bruce over there at Fayetteville with his lawn cooking self, and that whole dog he over there, buddy, can't cook.
Tell him.
Wow.
And we got Mike Man.
Pew, 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 pew.
Wow.
Mike Man, dog chairs, and Big Master Cheese and Red King. Oh man, I met Red King about a year ago, and we didn't have much to say. We spoke. I met him at Country Style, and we spoke. And then he had a competition. I couldn't make it, but then I met him again at Country the whole hog cook-off at That Man Cave. And man, we became close then, but he don't like Dallas. That's the only fault I got, and he don't like the Cowboys. But I love the Rat King, but Doughboy, me and Doughboy, when we together, Big Boy and Doughboy, we talking trash, we slinging mud all night. We having a good time, Whoever there gonna be a victim now. Man, that's me person. He's a victim. He's a victim.
Hey, look, you was on Bruce's neck the other day, man.
Oh, man, the thing the name talk as much trash he talk, and he can't cook. He just stand there. He highlight team on me. We got people cooking for him, and he's standing there all night watching. Bruce, I can't be giving you a lesson in cooking too.
Hey, and I know he will appreciate that, brother. I know he will.
He cool, brother. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. He real good and he cool. But man, you got to give him a lesson. And then if you fall asleep, anything you do, you got that darn camera out. He trying to video.
That's good stuff, man. So, hey, look here, Spoon. You talked about the different competitions, and I know you was talking about the boxes and stuff you have to turn in. What are your thoughts on the differences between the different cook-off series like KCBS and all the other different styles of competition, especially compared to something like country style? Which one do you prefer, and why do you prefer that?
I prefer country style. Country style is more of a family event. The boxes, you can be different in your box. On the rules. The other competitions are so serious. There's no, them boys got 40,000-mile trailers. They pull up. They got to be here 270 days. They put enough meat in there for a family of 4. And then they go in, they go to sleep all night. They come out in the morning, they fix this little lovely box turkey, and then they serve people this food, but there's no interaction, there's no trash talking, there's no, hey man, how your family doing? You okay, man? I'm see you next week at the competition with your non-cooking self. So I just like the backyard cook-offs because, I met friends on that other side. It's South Carolina BBQ Association. There's one I've heard of in North Carolina, Cooking on the Noose. I think that's what they call it. They had like 100 and something barbecue teams. I'm gonna try that next year. But I like art. I like Darlington over there, cooking over there, the whole hog competition. I think I'm gonna try this year. I'm gonna try a Rib King event, but there ain't no event that I won't try. I mean, it's just an adventure. It's just something to have fun. But some of them, the SBA, you put no garnish in your box. You just put meat in the box. You turn your box in. But different wings for different things. But I do think that the backyard events need to have a little more rules. You can't say put fill bones in the box and somebody turn you the box at 3 and you just don't DQ that box. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to have no rules and stick to the rules. But I just like cooking. I like the crowd. I like when people enjoy the meat. And I like when they want to get a card. And I enjoy when they call me to cook for their family reunion. Because I'm going to make some money there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man.
This is T. We've been talking a lot about competitions and stuff, and I can't say this enough every time we have a guest over here, but the Doku Rib Fest, I did not know that there was so much Black representation there. I don't know if this was the first year, but I saw all the videos. I saw you were there. Could you kind of walk those of us like myself who missed it and could have actually been there to tell us what that event was like?
That was this year. Year before last, I cooked it. I think it was three or four Black teams. Yeah. And there's a bunch of white teams. And that's when I met John. I was standing over there by a couple of white guys, and I seen this white pickup truck pulled in, and fellas said, "Oh man, he gonna win." I said, "Who?" They said, "Mr. John." I said, "So y'all call him Mr. John?" So I met him. But Doku is year different. The bigger the grill you got, the more ribs they want you to cook. And you do a turning box that morning. They don't want no garnish in the box. It's just all ribs. But it's something funny about that. When you go to a lot of these cook-offs, like I say, you meet some great people, and they don't mind sharing knowledge. But you go in the back of all of them trailer, and all of them are using the same sauce. All of them using the same identical sauce. So I started to use, and I'm not going to call the product name, that same sauce. But this old lady told me, said, I was looking at that sauce and I was looking at my pot. And she says, what you looking at your pot for? I said, well, I usually ball my sauce. She said, well, balling your sauce got you to where you at. You need to keep doing what you're doing. So I pulled that apple cider vinegar out and I started making some sauce. But this year they had a lot of teams, but it's kind of funny. You will have a man win People's Choice. He won't even get points. He won't even win any points. He don't even win a place, but you win People's Choice because they give you a different color ticket to come out.
Yeah.
Out of rib and you put it in the cup and they count who all got the most that color tickets. But Doku Rib Fest is a real nice event. It's they have 3 different categories. They have an amateur, professional, and a veterans category for veterans. But you don't do nothing but cook ribs. I mean, I cook 75 slabs, and I think John Henny cooked 77, and the winning team probably cooked 10.
Wow.
But I like cooking over there. It's fun, and they have a lot. And it was raining this year all night.
Yeah.
It rained, they quit the Saturday. I mean, we got wet, but we had fun.
Yeah, that rain was one of the things that kept me away because I was like, and I thought they was going to have it actually on the field. But when I saw the footage later, I saw they had everything set up in the parking lot. I was like, oh, we could have went out there.
I went to King Street this year to the Whole Hog Cook-Off down there, Hemingway. And they had 47 teams and wasn't but 3 teams Black. Rest of them was white. Well, when I paid up, I came, well, it was a draw. I got the best whole day. Y'all be like it and don't like it. Now, here we all came cut on the end, guys. I'm going to go back this year, too. I'm going to go back.
Nice.
That's good stuff, man. Well, hey, y'all, we're going to take a break and pay some bills. We'll be right back after these commercials.
We like you to meet Sweet Charlene, the barbecue seasoning created from family bonds that is low in sodium but high in flavor. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a seasoned pitmaster. Level up your barbecue game with this dry rub that has amazing taste and great color. Go to EddieWrightBarbecue.com right now and order your choice between the 6-ounce shaker bottle, the 16-ounce bag, or my favorite, the 32-ounce bag, and start rubbing your beef, pork, and poultry the right way.
A revolutionary new grill brush is here, designed to eliminate the dangers associated with traditional wire bristle brushes. Meet the Boyer brush, which will make cleaning fast, easy, and safe. The rust-proof stainless steel spring bristles are designed to withstand failure and last for many years. The Boyer brush is crafted with a heavy-duty, all-metal design that is dishwasher safe. Cleaning your grill with the Boyer brush, while hot, will provide effective cleaning without bristle loss danger. With a long handle for two-handed pressure that provides rapid cleaning that's easy and safe, it's time to say goodbye to the dangers of traditional grill brushes and hello to the last grill brush you will ever buy. Get yours now at BoyerBrush.com.
All right, y'all, and we're back. And again, y'all, this is Black Smoke Barbecue Podcast. We have our guest, SpoonFed Barbecue, friend of the podcast. So, Spoon, got a quick question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
You had that mean old hog up there on that pit when we met you at Country Style.
Yes, sir.
What sets your style of cooking that hog apart from everybody else?
I cook mine when I first get him, and I think the only thing set mine is aside. I cook mine meat down. I cook it meat down, and then when I flip him, I'm gonna make my sauce. I'm gonna put peppers and all that in the hog. I don't do no injection. I think the only thing I've ever injected was a turkey Thanksgiving. I don't do no injection because I wasn't raised on doing injection. I think I don't like that. So I'm gonna put like red pepper, black pepper, crushed pepper, and I'm gonna make a barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna put my sauce in the hog, and I'm gonna bone it. But if you cooking, and a lot of people want to cook at 210. I don't mean no harm, but you can't cook no food on hog at no 210 degrees. I jack the heat up on them. I cook him to 300. 275, 300. Some people say that's just a little too much heat. You need to have a clean grill where you don't have no grease build up. And you need to be able to go out there and look every now and then up under your grill, make sure he ain't catching fire. But if you cook him hot enough, I had this friend named Ellis Lewis when he was in the military. He got out. He used to always come to my house when I cooked the hog. And I used to put on these black gloves. And I could tear a hog up with my hand once I get him cooked. And I started to change the name from SpoonFed to Glove Fed because I could take the gloves and do it. But my daddy always told me, if you got to put a knife in him, he ain't done. If you got to cut him, if you can look in there and the meat solid white, he ain't done. You got to. A lot of guys do all this probes and stuff. I just wasn't, hey, that's nice. You put a probe in it, and your little probe go off on your phone telling you certain things. But if you cook long enough and you've been out there long enough, you know how to open the grill. You know how to look at the back, see the skin rising. You know how to pull the bone. If the bone's still tight, he still ain't cooked. You got to be able to pull the bone loose. If you slice the skin on the ribs before you put him on, if you put salt on him and you cook him, once you flip him and cook him and season him, there's no meat on them rib bones. That bone will come out clean. So I have to cook a hog I like cooking big hogs. I don't like cooking little hogs. I cooked one a couple of weeks ago, 196 pounds dressed out. It took 10 of us to get him on the grill. It took 10 of us to flip him. And 196 pound hog, 12 hours. He falls out apart. I'm gonna run the temperature up to 300. I'm gonna put the needle in the red. We ain't putting no needle in the blue. Needle's on in the red. You got way up there in the red, because we got to have heat, and that's where a lot of people fail at. That heat go up and down. That heat go up and down. You failing at the game. You got to have constant heat. You got to have enough heat to cook it. I don't cook him on the back all the way because there's stuff in there all got to drip out. So I cook it meat down.
Well, man, I tell you what, you kind of hit that on the head with technology and barbecue now, because I feel like a lot of people has lost their way and not being able to feel their way through a cook. And that's a lot of times on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I get a lot of questions about that because I always say that in my videos, you got to feel it. feel your way through the cooking. People like, nah, they want to know exactly what temperature, exactly for this, exactly for that. And it's like, man, you got to read the cook and play with it.
Hey, you got to be able to look at that hole and you can see that skin pop up, and you can feel that. You can look at the change of the color. The bone will get real brown. A lot of people scared when they see the little blackness on it. If it burnt a little bit, that means take the spoon, knock the burn part off, and look at it. But it's got to have, when you flip that hog over and you cook him another hour back, it's got to be steam coming up from that meat. That meat's got to have steam coming up from it. If you throw that bone and that bone don't come out, and you got to chop, I don't believe in chopped barbecue. I believe in pulled pork, pulled barbecue. So when you dip that spoon down and you put that lean fall and you put 2 slices of bread in, I do light bread. I don't do no hamburger buns. I do light bread. You take that spoon and dip down in there and put some barbecue meat in there. That's called spoon-fed. That's spoon-fed bread. Baddest man in South Carolina when it comes to whole hog.
I hear that. So, hey, Spoon, here in Texas, it's big. We make barbecue and we kind of let the meat speak for itself. We make sauces, don't get me wrong, but it's about kind of letting that meat kind of do its thing and be the star of the show. And from what I understand with doing whole hog, you got your scratch made sauces. Everybody got their own rendition of whatever sauce they're going to use. And so my question to you is, how important is that sauce when it comes to making that whole hog to just pull everything together?
That sauce is the most important part of that whole hog. Not only when you get the meat done, I don't believe in serving you meat that don't have sauce on it. And that kills me sometimes in some of them competitions. They want the meat unsauced. I can't give you unsauced meat when I sauce the whole hog. I can't give you the money muscle when I pull the whole hog up with a spoon together, because I'm gonna tear the whole hog up. I'm gonna put salt. I'm gonna put red pepper. I'm gonna put crushed pepper. And I got a few more things I'm gonna put on that hog before I boil my sauce. And when I boil my sauce, I'm gonna use apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna use ketchup. I'm gonna use some more ingredients. But I'm gonna take a dipper and I'm gonna pull that in my whole hog as I stir my hog up with a spoon. Because I'm gonna take a spoon and pull all my meat to the middle. And then I'm gonna stir all my meat up, because your hog, once you tear it up, it's white on the inside. So when you put vinegar sauce in that barbecue sauce that is red, your meat will become red. And you got to taste that sauce when you cook it. Sometimes when you use apple cider, you have to add some sugar to get the taste out of it. But, there's tricks to that method too, but you got to boil sauce. You just can't cook a whole hog and don't put sauce in. So the sauce is about the number, is my number 2. Cooking it first, sauce got to be right. The sauce got to be right when that hog get ready to take off the grill. You got the sauce. I use 1.5 gallons to a whole hog. And then just about everybody get barbecue. One of those be you sell sauces. You got some sauce I can carry with them. People want sauce on their sandwich, so you got to have sauce. And some people make a water down vinegar version of a sauce. It just, like a Coca-Cola, it just ruined. Your sauce got to be a little thick. Your sauce got to be a little thick to me. It's got to have pepper in it. I met these Mexicans in Florence at this cook-off, and they said, "Oh man, you got peppers in it." I don't know when you cook a hog where you don't put crushed red pepper in. I don't know when you cook chicken, you don't put crushed red pepper in. I'm putting crushed red pepper in everything I cook. I'm putting black pepper in everything I cook. Salt in everything I cook. So red pepper, you got to have at least that. And some people want to inject the hog all day. Bruce, put 1 gallon of sauce, inject it. Please. But then you just got to cook it. You got to put the sauce on after you get it done. I know he's gonna come at me for this commercial about it, but I'll see him at that man cave in that whole hog cook-off. that we do out there.
Is that the pig picking? Is that the one?
Yeah. I did November, Thanksgiving weekend. I did Fat Man Cave. I think last year he had 20 cooks. I'm thinking he trying to get like 30 this year, but that usually be the last big cook we do of the year,
So piggybacking off all that, there's like different regions. So you got different styles of barbecue. Of course, you got that Texas. I'm only saying that first because I live here in Texas. Then you got Memphis, saying that second because I'm actually from Tennessee. And then, like Kansas City and stuff. But what do you feel sets apart South Carolina barbecue?
I drive truck. I used to go to Memphis out there to a pharmaceutical company, all down in South Georgia. Just gonna say where I've been. Been to Memphis, I've been to Kentucky, Tennessee, South Georgia, Florida. South Carolina got the best barbecue in the world. North Carolina, they need to quit cooking. They don't need to light a grill in their life over there. South Carolina has got the best pit masters in the world. I've never been out to Texas. They beat on cows out there, I ain't gonna doubt that they know how to cook a cow. But, we put a cow on the bed too if somebody hit him with a car around here. But North Carolina, I've been there. Like I say, I get out at a lot of restaurants. I don't, I go eat and I taste, I'd be like, God, did I just waste $10? But, South Carolina has some of the best. When you go to the upstate, they good. You go to the low country, they great. You go to the PD, the best cooks in the world, South Carolina. We can out-cook any barbecue team in the world in South Carolina. We can young gadget, blindfold, one hand out-cook anybody in the world. South Carolina.
That's right.
Said, not just South Carolina, but the world.
Yes.
Hey, let them know. Let them know.
Close it out.
He said it with his chest,
like I said.
Yeah.
Like I said, I am in Texas. I'm in the Dallas area at that. And around here, I tell everybody I am a self-proclaimed professional Cowboys hater because I don't like them. Because I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. Yeah, we suck right now, but I'm holding true.
Right now.
We never say that no more, Atlanta. Dallas
right now.
I'm coming to Texas, cook a whole hog at the stadium.
Oh, so you ain't ever gonna come to Texas then? I mean,
guess we got to come to you.
Say that.
Oh man,
I used to say that.
I got your back, Greer.
Thank you. You should have said like if the Mavericks or the Rangers won, then you actually got a chance.
Oh, okay. Well, like I say, I've been a lot of places. My parents used to live in Washington, D.C. Our family union this year was in Baltimore. So I've been a lot of places and ate barbecue from a lot of places. Florida, they'd be pretty great down there. South Georgia, hey, I've been to the world-renowned Memphis. I've been to Memphis, Tennessee, to a pharmaceutical company. They got barbecue girls at every truck stop around there, gas station. Some good, some need to pack up their operation, But South Carolina, we out here, them boys. I'm bragging. Right. South Carolina we got some mean hog slingers around here, buddy. We sling pigs around here. We put a pig food.
That's right.
And you do chicken grease.
I will say, when I was in the Army, I did come to South Carolina, and I did stop in at Rodney Scott's. That was some of the best freaking pork I ever had in my life.
You ain't had SpoodFed in your life. Let me explain something.
Tell him about it, Spoon. Tell him about it, Spoon.
On that man.
I'm just trying to bring the shit talker out.
I ain't knocking it. But I did when his daddy ran that restaurant. I stopped by there because I used to drive a truck and go to the Tupperware plant that was down the road behind it. So you go to Tupperware, you get your load of microwaves and them little Tupperware bills. I come out, stop, go in there because you couldn't use a debit card because they don't believe in that. They believe in cash only. So you go in there and get your barbecue sandwich and a Pepsi Cola and a honey bun. Done that plenty time. Now his daddy was there. Rodney, I'm not knocking Rodney barbecue because I don't like to knock nobody but Bruce and them boys in North Carolina. But just a barbecue, you change your thinking, your way of living. I'll be
wait.
family union cooking.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
Spoon, let me tell you. So T and I grew up in well, T actually still lives in South Carolina, but we grew up in Charleston area. So
Okay.
I think at every family reunion, I vividly remember there's always a hog on. At the whole hog. Somebody's cooking a hog.
Yeah.
So we crossed that bridge. Fine. Now there's a staple that is known for the Carolinas, and it's called hash. Now, a lot of people don't know about hash. I've had hash. It's amazing. If you explain hash to people, they're like, I still don't get it. Now, from a professional like yourself, has made it before, I'm sure, many times. Can you fill people in that don't know what is hash?
Well, hash is a little different. Some people do the head hash with the hog head, the liver, the lights. And some people do the pulled pork hash. Some people say they be making hash and it's just some pulled pork and they made hash out of it. But I like the hog head hash with the liver and the lights. Amazing John Henny made some with mustard in it, yellow. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Most of my hash be red or brown, but you know, it's according to where you get it from. It's just like barbecue. Some restaurants they grind it up too fine. Some of them have a little too much ketchup in it, but hash is usually any older person. They made it out of a hog head. They put the head in the pot. They boil the head, they cut the eyes out, the brains, whatever. John taught me a different way. He wrap his head up in uniform and cook his heads on the grill so he can get the juices out of the uniform and put it in the pot. So, you know, it's according to the area of South Carolina that you eat in. The low country cooking is different than the PD. The upstate cooking way different, but there's a store, Andrews, South Carolina, Andrews down there, Cooper Grocery. They cook the liver hash in their store. So I like the liver hash, you know, so it's good. Yeah, it's good. But you got to try it with rice. Get you some hash and rice. Get your ball of Texas peanut sauce. Don't get none of that other stuff. Get you some Texas peas. You right.
No Louisiana, huh?
Right.
I love me some hash, man. I saw it on TV where they were trying to explain it, and I was trying to also explain it to my wife because she never had it, but she's from South Carolina as well. And I'm like, man, that is some of the best eating you can have right there, man. You're gonna go take a nap afterwards.
When they know you got the ball that head in the pot. Oh man,
that's true. No, they don't want that.
It's gonna ruin some of the thoughts of it right then. You know that this head with the eyes. No. So you know you want big thoughts in there.
That's just like hog head cheese. You're like, we're making hog head cheese for Christmas. No, I don't want that.
Yeah. You know, some people make it real good. Believe it or not, the older the person is that make it, the best it is, you know. You know, lately, like everything, young people take shortcuts. They're not gonna cook it. They're not gonna take the time to cook it as long as it need to be. They're not gonna put the onions in it that need to be in it, you know. So, you know, they want to get it done within 2 or 3 hours. Like, you know, I got a son that cooks and he want to do his ribs in 3 hours. Like I told him, it take a little longer than that. So, and you got to look at them. You got to take the tongues and pick up the middle of them. You got to see whether that, you know, that kills me in a competition. They want to test the tub and the bite. I want to know whether that bone to pull out. That bone coming out, it's done. You know, it might be a little too much for you, but that's the best rib sandwich you're going to eat because it's done. You're cooking 2.5 hours. You take it and wrap them, put some stuff in aluminum foil, wrap it, aluminum foil tight. Get back and give another hour and a half. See what it look like there.
Oh, another dish I want to know about that I've never had is Is it Perlu? Perlo? What do y'all call it?
Perlo. Perlo. Yeah.
What is that, bro?
And I'm a rice and chicken. And then it's according to where you get it from. Some people call it Perlo. It's rice and chicken. Some people put gizzards in it. Some people put sausage in it. It's a difference though. It's kind of cooked to the dry side. A chicken ball is different. Chicken ball may have a little bit the same ingredient, but chicken balls have sausage. Like the water still be in it. It's not a wet rice. It's not a dry rice. It's a wet rice. So somebody cook it right. It's chicken ball. When they dip that spoon in there, that rice supposed to be wet. You know.
Oh, man.
Perlo supposed to be dry.
How do you feel about Heron Prelo?
Oh.
Heron Prelo. I grew up off of Heron Prelo, and it stunk up the house. I'm telling you.
What was that?
Yeah, what
Heron
is that?
Yeah, Heron Prelo. Some type of fish or something. Yeah. That thing was stink.
Yeah, he never quite had that one.
No, man.
Sardine,
Chicken Prelo's fine.
It's like sardine.
Man, that thing, I was like, I don't know if I want that, but give me the chicken Prelo all day.
Yeah, it's good. You know, Fat Man out there at Fat Man Cave, he do one with gizzards and sausage. He do different type of sausage. He do peppers. He do onion. I mean, his is great. But some people, when they call it a ball, but it's dry. You know, if it's dry rice, it's Perlo. If it's wet, it's a ball. But the best chicken ball I've ever had in my life was in Maxton, North Carolina. Them Indians out there cook chicken ball. Oh man, they take it to a whole different level. They take it to a whole different level over there.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad I got an understanding of what that is, man. What other events can people find you at coming up here, bro?
Coming up, I'm gonna be Labor Day weekend. I'm gonna be in Dillon, South Carolina at the Red King event. Hopefully, I'm gonna make Bruce event over there with them boys, Ball Ridge over there in Fayetteville, North Carolina. One way there up there, and they ain't got a clue about to hit them. So, and then I'll be King Street in October, November. I'd be King Street, and then I'll do Fat Man Cave end of the year. I do Fat Man Cave. He's a good brother. They got a real good event. They had a guy came all the way out of Delaware when he first started did and cook. They had a guy named Big John come out of Baltimore. He's a real nice guy. Got a lot of nice guys come out there cook. We always got to entertain that North Carolina crew. You know, Pitmaster T's be out there doing his thing. So John Henry said he's coming up this year. So it's a lot of brothers like to do that whole hog event, you know.
It sounds like a real good time, man. And where can they find you when you're doing all your vending and stuff?
I like to do pop-ups now. I like to do them any place. I done one last week in Sumter, South Carolina. It's called a farmer's market, the Gamecock Farmer's Market on Broad Street. A young guy over there, something. It's two young guys. They got that started, and I got to cook a hog Friday night for this guy in Marion, South Carolina, for his family reunion. I'm gonna cook one Friday night for him, and then I cook a lot for my church also. But like I said, I'm definitely going Labor Day over there to Dillon, then going to Fayetteville, King Street, and finish the year up, Fat Man Cave.
Okay. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
February, when the Cowboys win that Super
Man, hey, I was just about to say, if you can go ahead on and let this whole Cowboys thing go, we might get you over here to Texas, but you just solidified it. You ain't never coming.
I'm
really putting in that sauce.
Come on. You're killing me.
How you on the East Coast and you all about the Cowboys?
I've been a cowboy. Well, my daddy was still is. He's a little older now, he's a year sicker. but he's a Washington Redskin diehard fan. We little boys, he made us wear those ugly red and yellow shirts with Washington Redskins on. And, but I've always liked the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they the hatedest team in the world, but they just like me. I'm hated, but I'm the best thing out there.
Man. Hey, but hold on. Let's clean this up right quick. It's not the Cowboys that everybody hates.
It's the fans,
It's the fans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Hey, but I will say this, and because you just kind of took me back to my childhood. When I was a kid, I was all about the Cowboys, and it was the same situation. My pops was diehard Redskins fans.
Yeah.
So and what switched it for me was one of my neighbors, his cousin. If you've been a Cowboys fan your whole life, you're gonna recognize names here. But my one of my friends, his cousin played for the Cowboys, Eugene the Hit Machine. If you remember him from back in the day.
Okay.
The Hit Machine Lockhart. Yeah. So he played for the Cowboys, back then or whatever. And, they doing their thing, whatever. Well, then they had the whole new regime came in, and they shipped Eugene out. And when they shipped Eugene, he ended up going to New England. I gave up on the Cowboys right then and there. I never went back.
Let me tell you,
Wow.
when I was a young boy, this guy, the same guy I told you, Doku, Randy Nelson. We used to call him Doku, call him Uncle Duke. He had a friend named Ted Fulton. Ted Fulton's brother-in-law was Archie Reese. Archie Reese played for the 49ers. And me and Archie Reese killed hogs together. Then Archie Reese worked in the tobacco field together. And I told Archie, you got the nicest thing, but I still like the Dallas Cowboys. And child in my South Carolina, go there years ago and get a haircut at Reverend Kirtland, LaVon Kirtland's daddy. He played for Pittsburgh. He still needed help. Still a Cowboy fan. Always gonna be a Cowboy fan. Best team in the world.
I was with you till you just said that. Come on, man. We was like getting on some common ground.
Hey, I got a son and two daughters. My son like Atlanta, and one of my daughters like Atlanta, and one of them like Pittsburgh. We just have family arguments in the house all the time.
All the time.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, Cowboy fans, I will give it to y'all. Y'all ride or die, because I met some this past year. I mean, the Cowboys could be 1-15. They still talking about playoffs.
Boy,
I'm like, ain't no way it's gonna happen.
You still got a chance.
Yeah.
It's still a chance.
No, hey, Jeff, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of you seen that movie back in the day, the Titanic, right? Yeah, Titanic. The Titanic going down. Where were the musicians? They were still playing, dog.
Still playing.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, needless to say, we won't be getting the Cowboys as a sponsor on here.
Hey, no. It's but it's hold up now. It's
It should
not
be used to it by
about
now.
it ain't about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, the athletes, man, the players, they cool.
Cool.
They cool. They understand, all of us that really, follow football. We understand how hard it is. It could be your year, but we ain't talking about them. We talking about the fans, dog.
So that's probably why CJ won't let you go over to Charlotte with him and cook for the Panthers.
Probably.
So I had that cowboy emblem on my trailer.
Oh
man, you probably will show up with a Cowboys jersey on, face painted.
How about I tell you, my barbecue party wagon? And you know, I changed up my wagon a little bit. Y'all saw the beginning versions of it, but I'm still working on it. Gonna put a metal top and all. It's gonna have the spoon-fed party wagon, barbecue party wagon, it's my Dallas Cowboy. Best team in the
Hey, it's all good. You still our barbecue brother.
I kind of want the Cowboys to win, because since I've been here, the thing is, like, these Dallas teams win, you ain't got to go to work on that day they get their parade. So I'm like, I'll take that day off. I'll do the collateral damage from it. I'm okay with that part. But I know that ain't going to happen for the Cowboys. So Mavericks, Rangers, keep doing what you're doing. We ain't waiting on the Cowboys to give me that day off, because I'll be working forever.
So when y'all coming back to South Carolina?
That's a good question, man.
Yeah, man.
There's so many events happening. I know that we're trying to figure out Fayetteville. We're still trying to figure out if we're gonna make it to Rib King's thing.
Yeah.
And then I got a bunch of stuff out this way, so I'm not sure, but we definitely trying to get back out there, man. Cause
well, y'all let me give me a heads up. I have the best meal prepared for you when you get there. Because ain't like Fayetteville, Beast and them will be able to cook nothing good for you. And if y'all make it to Fat Man Canyon in November, y'all get to see, it's a whole difference, cooking, not judging nobody. But when you do them ribs and chicken, hey, you gotta be a grown man to sling these whole hogs now. It's a whole different ballgame when you sling these whole hogs. So y'all come down and see me put this whole hog on. See the real spoon-fed magic. See how it all come together, I'm gonna have the logos. I'm gonna have the trailer. I'm gonna have the barbecue party wagon. I'm gonna have the apron, the hat. But it's at the end of the day, when I sling that hog over and I perform that magic to it, look at spoon in it. That's an amazing sight to see.
Hey, I can't wait, and I know everybody else can't either, man. Because that hog we had down there, country style, yes, sir.
Nah, you ain't fooling me because I know what's gonna happen. You talking about that special sauce in that pig? Hey, Greer, as soon as you take a bite, bing, Cowboys for life. Cowboys for life.
I'm gonna tell you,
we them boys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I tasted that hog. It might be worth it.
Hey, tell me you tasted it.
It might be worth it, bro.
That was like one of the most Dominican things you could say, BK. Come on now. Wow.
Oh,
I had things out there for you when you come back to.
My man.
Definitely
Hey,
wings. Yeah.
Spoon, tell everybody where they can find you, man. We're gonna get ready to get out of here.
Oh man, y'all can find me on Facebook, SpoonFed BBQ. Just right now I'm still creating the brand, still trying to get some stuff put up. My son, I think he does TikTok, which he shared the SpoonFed brand. But right now you find me on Facebook, SpoonFed BBQ. Ain't but one spoon fed. If he ain't got a pig with sunshades on and a spoon in his hand, it ain't spoon fed.
My man. T-Dub, tell the folks where they can find you, bro.
You can catch me at tdub.bbq on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, tdub-bbq on YouTube.
My man. Greer, tell the good folks where they can find you and your Atlanta Falcons.
Please believe it. You can find me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube, everything at Grill and Smoke BBQ. Come through, holla at your boy. Let's have some fun.
Yes, sir. Charlie, lay it on the good folks, man. Tell them where it's at.
You can find me wherever you see the name Charlie Maverick, and I hang out sometimes in the Black Smoke BBQ podcast comments on YouTube. So holla at your boy.
That's right. Those comments get deep sometimes, man. We appreciate you sorting everything out.
Oh man, hey, you be in there too, man. Let's go.
I
Tag
do.
team.
I like a tussle and fight. You know me. I'm a shit starter, so I enjoy it.
Hey, look, I just want to say, normally they tell you, don't look in the comments. You great people have been giving us great comments and great feedback.
That's true. I'm talking a bunch of stuff.
absolutely.
Please keep that
Folks
up.
have been great in the comments. Yes, we do appreciate all that.
No knuckleheads. We love it. Keep it
We
that
do.
way.
And Alton, the dog father, tell us where they can find you, bro.
Yes, sir. You can find me on all the socials, DAWGFATHAS BBQ. You can also find me on the Backyard Bosses playlist on the Pit Boss YouTube channel. So come on through, come check us out, and leave some comments. And BKC,
Yes,
where
sir.
can they find you at, brother?
They can find me and my luxurious mane. I'll give y'all a pause so y'all can soak it all in, as we always do. We owe it to the people. We owe it to the people, man. Y'all can find us everywhere except for the Twitter Bird X joint. We don't do that, but everywhere else, look for BKC Cooks, and we will be there. And y'all, that's going to wrap up this episode of Black Smoke Barbecue Podcast. We appreciate all y'all watching, listening. Again, we do ask that y'all subscribe, like, share. Whatever button they got up there, we want you to smash it because all that stuff helps us out. I want to thank our guest, SpoonFed Barbecue, for being on. Thanks to the bros on the panel. And we're going to catch y'all next week on the next episode.
Peace.